buddy. What's going on, everybody? It is late March.
St. Patty's Day.
Oh, it is St. Patrick's Day here.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's get to work.
Get to work. We are down at the Triple B. We made big plans. We were here, what, almost a month ago now.
Yep, I think so.
Assessing the property. Like you guys see, every year we assess our properties and decide what we're going to change to try and improve things. We got a bunch of cutting. We got the saws, got a wheeler, got a plan. So we're going to head up into the woods and show you guys what we got going on. Do a little bit of bedding work. We do a little edge softening today. What else we got going on? Opening up the new water hole location.
Got a new water hole going in another stand location. One water hole's coming out. We're not going to do that today.
No. We got a bunch of stands we're pulling out.
Yeah, mostly our TSI hinge cutting stuff is today.
Yep.
Get that done.
We did notice some of the trees are starting to bud out already because it's been warm here in southern Wisconsin. We've gotten a lot of rain also, so it's about the perfect time to be doing your hinges. Basically the sap will just start to flow and you'll be able to hinge the tree over and it'll stay. So we're got that figured out. So I'm going to do some hickories, some box elders, some ironwood, stuff like that. We will be taking a couple trees completely down just to get another layer down lower to the ground, and some dead stuff. We'll take that out too. So stick around. Small property layouts, second episode here in Wisconsin.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, we're at location number one. You guys just seen that big white oak down there? That's actually where we're going to put the stand. We came in here earlier. So what we have going on is we have a gully or a deep washout that kind of runs through here past this oak. We've got food to the north, which is 150 yards.
Oh yeah, 150 yards from here.
And
bedding.
Yeah.
Bedding up there behind here.
And up to the east is real thick. That's some of the stuff we're going to emphasize today or later. What we're going to do is we're going to cut our entrance in here. We're going to actually use this trail or a trail we're going to cut from the top down and enter in or exit both ways. That way, if the deer are actually out in the food, they'll never be able to see us come or go. Just going to cut a few things out in this bottom. We're going to put a 300-gallon water tank in there this year. Dig that in. Swale it all around to show you guys how we progress through that project a little bit later in the year. Right now we're going to grab the saws and cut some of this buckthorn out of here and make an entrance.
We're down here in this bottom that we were talking about when we were up on that above trail. So we cut an entrance that we're going to use. We're actually going to enter from even higher yet in order to get around these deer. So like we said, food probably about 150 yards down, straight behind the camera where Carl is here, is one of the trails where they come down in this bottom. So we're going to get that water hole right here. We're going to be set up in that tree. They're already coming in and out, also on a kind of a stagger trail here. They use this edge a lot, going back and forth from bedding to food. So we'll be able to shoot that edge along with this bottom. We really think we'll be able to get in here morning and night. Because I know we both hunted this in the morning, coming up this trail. Coming back out is when you pop deer out of here in the morning, in the late mornings. So I think it'll be a good spot, giving them that water to stage up, either on the way to the food or back from the food, depending upon if you're here morning or night. So, and they're down in here, they're secluded. I think it'll be a really good spot. The tree is plenty big enough for a backdrop. So this is the start of that. Then we'll show you once we put the water hole in and cut the rest of the trails in here too.
Yeah, buddy.
So again, we're still on that stand where we're going to put that water hole. So this was a trail that had cut in a long time ago. So what we're going to do is go straight east here up off the top of this hill because we can come right up the line of the property, skirt right along the edge of this top, drop straight down here, straight to the stand. You know, so if they are on the food down below us, we're going to come way up and around them. Nothing will be bedding in here yet because if you get in here in the morning, they're not going to be in here yet. So should be a perfect in and out access for this stand, morning or night.
Perpendicular access.
Perpendicular access is
It's crazy talk. All right, guys, we moved up to the next spot where, I don't know, maybe 100 yards.
100 yards up the hill.
And this is a spot Mike had a big encounter with one of our bigger deer. I'll show them to you. Well, actually, he had 3 or 4 of them in here. They were chasing hot does, but it's really tight and really thick.
Yep.
We've got bedding to the east or west of us that Mike and I had emphasized last year. So what we're going to do is, we know that there's a plateau up above us, what, 75 yards?
Yeah, and it's steep.
Yeah, you're looking at 100 foot of elevation change.
They like to run through this side hill, kind of just off this cliff. But it's, like Carl said, it's so thick. You really can't get a shot in there. You need to get them out on this main trail, which is great. But what we're going to do is open this up a little bit, give ourselves some shooting lanes, and also let a little more light in here.
Help bring up the undergrowth.
Bottom side.
Plus, we're going to, when we do some hinging, we're going to hinge that over. It'll probably help move the bedding down the ridge just a little bit, which is something that'll actually help us on this location. Because what that's going to do is, if the bucks are traveling on the lower edge to check the bedding area, we've got a shot onto this stand. If they're on the upper edge, we actually have stands right at the very top edge of the bedding also. So we'll have 2 locations up there. There's currently 1 there. We're actually going to add another. One of the other stands, we're only adding a couple locations on this property. We're pulling probably 6 locations this year. And just because you can't get in there to hunt them without educating the deer. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to show you guys what we're doing. I'll film it here and show you how thick it is currently. And then we're going to hinge a few things over. We're going to open this up a little bit, let sunlight in like Mike was saying, and help emphasize this location. How's that go? Stick around.
Stick around. Stand more. This stand literally right here about 10 yards to my right. So I'm on one of the main trails, and just behind the big tree there where we hinge all this at Wise, so they run this edge off the big trail that we were on there before. So what we did was we kind of gave them a little bedding pocket to come back to in the mornings, and also forced them to want to hopefully cut down around, or if not, they'll cut up around. Either way, at least this way, now if they cut down, you're going to have a shot at them coming down. If they cut up and over the top, you know, it is what it is. But before, they would run right through this middle, and you see how thick it is. You know, you can't shoot them. So we're just trying to put some structure in. We got a little bedding here now, so it helps separate our does also. And these bucks run this hill, so hopefully they come down around this way. We're going to clean out a little bit more and have some shooting in there too. But that's what we're going to do here, and probably let it.
Alright, so we hinged a couple things up top. It didn't start out the way we really wanted it to, just due to this dang tree hit the upper limb of a dead tree, but it'll all lay down fine with the wind, so we're happy with that. Now the stand that's directly behind us becomes a much better location. Like Mike told you guys earlier, they're either going to come up around that top side of that, or they're going to stay down on this lower trail. We also opened up a trail to the south up the ridge here a little bit that somebody had an encounter with another giant deer. But
yes, I did.
Yes, I did. But it was so thick in here with the buckthorn that there was no way to get a shot.
I had 3 shooters here in like 2 days within 30 yards. But, you know, we couldn't kill them, and that's great and everything, but we need to be able to kill them.
So we made better shooting lanes. We added some bedding, basically changed some transition movement for the upper side, allowing us to actually be able to shoot that location too. Okay. So we're gonna move on to the next spot. We're to our next spot. So what we're gonna end up doing here is I want to soften this edge. You guys can see these box elders that are in here, and a couple elms. And you can see this. We've got all this. These are roses, but we've got raspberries just outside of that. It grows up pretty decently, but what we're going to do is we're going to actually hinge these downhill, basically create a little bit of a bedding area for the deer to be laying down in here, try and hold some does on this particular spot. We're going to do this in 2 or 3 spaces along this entire tree line. Hopefully that'll help hold the does a little bit closer to us. And the food plots are about 200, 250 yards down the ridge. So Mike will pan and show you guys that. What do you think, bro? Dude, I'm expecting them to lay right in this shit.
Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't.
No. They can fawn in here, they're not going to get predators in here.
God, your wife would be mad.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to come that day.
It's just a... Hold on, ready? Is this running?
Yeah, I think so.
Buzzword! Soft edge. Alright, well, you guys see what we did there. Basically took down what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 trees. Yeah. And basically what we're doing is we're allowing the sunlight to actually hit out here a little bit further. I'll show you guys what I got going on, but basically this comes right to the edge of a switchgrass. It'll be year 3 on that switchgrass, so we're going to expect that switch to be about 6 feet high this year. I'll keep it mowed in July. Last year I messed up and didn't mow it. It's still got 4 feet high. We're going to keep that mowed. We'll get 6 foot of height there. We soften this edge, hopefully keep our does down in here. here, closer to the front edge, which will leave all the upper hillside for our bucks. We're going to actually head up in there a little bit today and do a little more cutting. We're going to head down a little further, talk about doing this in one more spot. We'll check it out and see what we really think about it, and show you guys about 2 more projects we've got, and then we're done for the day. Hey.
Yeah, bud.
Yeah, bud. All right, here's what we got going on. Last year, you guys seen Mike and I put this bedding area in at the top of this ridge. There's kind of a little flat out here. You can see it right behind us. It actually wraps around the front side of the hill, then drops off steep to where we have a water hole. It kind of opens up a little bit with some oaks and stuff down in there. We got a stand in there. It's where Mike had one of our bigger deer on the property last year. This bedding area is real productive last year, so we're going to actually emphasize this a little bit more. You guys can see the point right behind us. We're actually going to take a couple of these trees, and we're only talking about 6 or 7 of them, and they're not big, they're actually elms. We're just going to lay them over, help get a little more sunlight in here. As you get afternoon sunlight on this, this is facing west, so we're going to get a little more sunlight in here to help bring up the berry bushes and stuff on this point that you guys probably can't see from that location, but we're going to actually help that stuff grow up, and they'll lay in here and bed up in here. Hopefully get does in here, and then again our bucks up on the ridge above us. So we'll get to doing it. My office smells of rich mahogany.
Yeah, I have several leather-bound books.
Alright, so we cut, what, 3 trees, 4 trees? Added to the bedding area, actually up on the top, on the point here. They used this real heavy. We know that some of our really good bucks came through here. This year we're actually going to, probably on this property, I'm going to put a cutty back system in. Mike's got a cutty back set up, and it'll all send to a main camera. We got some other really cool projects that we're going to be showing you guys. Putting buildings up on the properties and doing some stuff there. Hopefully have a new studio to film out of. But if we put the cutty back system in here, I'll put the cutty back controller right on the building. So basically I'll be able to see everything that's happening up here. So watch for that.
Yeah.
We got what, 1 more spot?
Spot.
That's where we're going to put another big 300-gallon water tank. We had a water hole there last year, but we're going to pull that one, take that to Mike's place, and we're going to put the bigger one in here. And we'll show you guys shortly. We'll see who's going to hang. All right, guys. Well, we changed our mind again.
Yep.
First, we'll talk about why we're moving, what we're moving. Number 1, we're in a little bit smaller tree. Kind of get picked off up in there a little bit, and it's a little bit closer to the bedding area that we want it to be. We were thinking a great big oak, big white oak that we have up top. The deer actually aren't utilizing that area up there. Our cameras showed that this year as much as we'd like, but we get a lot of heavy movement down here, and this is where Mike had seen the bigger bucks coming through too.
I'm standing right on the trail, actually.
Yeah, if you look behind us, there's this great big white oak that we've got right here, and it's got a lot of breakup up above there, so we thought, why not use the position that the deer are telling us? So again, the animal's telling us where they're moving and when they're moving. So we're going to put water down a little bit down the hill a little bit from us, so it'll probably be about, what, 15-yard shot?
Yep, hang a mock.
Probably hang a mock in here somewhere.
Probably right across this trail, maybe, that they're using all the time. We're going to hang up in that oak. Stay down from the bedding that we were just in, which is straight up the hill here. A lot easier access in the morning. Just come and pop right in here.
The other advantage about this spot is it's morning and evening hunt.
Yep. We also have food behind the camera.
Yeah, so we've got food behind the camera, and then the other side of this valley that you guys see off the point, we have more food. So we get a lot of doe movement, so this will be a good transition area to shoot does before they get to food, so you're not educating your animals on your food plots. If you educate them on your food plots, guess what happens? They become nocturnal buck-wise. Even the does don't like it, and you have issues with abilities to shoot deer during the broad free brush. So that being said, that's what we're going to do. We'll show you guys this project throughout the year. Tree stand, mock, water. So we're done for today. I think the temperature's dropping. It's probably down to about 29 now.
It is cold.
It is a little cold. So we're going to head out, get something to eat for dinner. Hopefully.
Remember, if you want to check us out and you want us to help you with your property, we do offer small property setups for you guys.
Yeah, the new website's going to be small property layouts. I'm going to build a new website for that. That'll have all our costs and everything. If you'd like us to come out for a day and assess your property, give you guys a layout, show you some of the projects that we think would help you guys benefit, and take bigger deer or more deer, or even just bring deer to your property. We're trying to stay within probably Wisconsin currently. Maybe we'll branch out after that. We'll see how things go. But I'm going to get the new website together here in the next couple weeks. Like I said, it'll be small property layouts. You guys can stay here on Wednesdays and watch all the free stuff. Small property layouts on Wednesdays when we bring our shows out. Thanks for watching.
Goodbye.